Well, what's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bubba's Daily Update. And my, oh my, zippity doo dah, zippity a. What a wonderful day. And is this 1999 or is it 2017? I'm not quite sure. When you see stocks like Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing go up almost 10%, and Caterpillar go up almost 8%, Polaris go up almost 10%. This is just like it's like the internet bubble all over again. But again, that's what it is. That's the market we have. And we said this yesterday. We warned about these key reversals, that they may be nothing. But there were some interesting things happening today, and that would be, number one, the Dow outperformed the S&P by 4-1. And you want to know how I got that calculation? I'm going to tell you right now. All right. The Dow, based on the future, is $5 a tick, was up $800. The S&P was up $200, 4-1. Okay. Now, what does this all mean? Well, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, earnings were good, or supposedly good. Now, again, I'm not a big fan and buy into these earnings. They're usually underestimated, and when you're forcing everybody into one asset class, to me, it doesn't bode real well for the future as to where we're trying to get to. But a lot of things happened, and of course, the markets just exploded. Now, again, two stocks were responsible for over 100 points in the Dow, which would have left everything right around even. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We can't change what happened. Oil, crude whipped around, did not do much, was up, but it was down, it was way up, and then it was kind of mid-range. Gold amazingly sticks around that 1280 level. The bonds got cracked again. Interest rates are going higher, and of course, we've been on this all day. Once again, late in the day, and I don't understand it, the euro currency had two big moves today. One early, and then one late. And the one late was really vicious for a few minutes. And I'm assuming that somebody thinks they know something about what the ECB is going to do on Thursday. So we'll see how that plays out. In the meantime, we didn't go a heck of a lot of places to begin with. In the grain markets, soybeans were down, broke that 977 level, which would mean we'd be looking to be sellers right now. All right. And corn and wheat were once again, after being nothing all day long, managed to spark up to close higher on the day. I think the biggest story, though, would be in the feeder cattle market, which was almost up limit, and then the fat cattle or live cattle, which was up almost limit. But I think what you saw there is we've been a buyer in our long fat cattle. We were looking to short feeders, and I think what happened here is with the cattle on feed report that came out Friday, I think you got everybody too bearish, and of course they got forced to cover. A lot of guys called me and said, do I sell them? Do I sell them? They got to wait, be patient, but of course, not everybody's just patient enough to wait. So everything was kind of dull but active. And we did have a little bit higher buy-in, but I think importantly to take a look at the VIX here. The VIX was not dramatically lower, as you might expect when a market is screaming higher. I think we've still got, obviously this week, we've got some more earnings coming out. We've got Amazon, Google, Baidu, and a number of others. I think one of the other things you want to look at here is the way that markets, the NASDAQ reacted. The NASDAQ was much higher, went way down, and then came all the way back to close higher on the day. That's interesting action, and it just means there's a lot of jittery hands out there that are really have their fingers on the sell signal trying to get out of the markets. So, again, I would look at today's action as a blow off to the upside in the Dow, and wouldn't mind taking a short position just for a short term. Again, I'm not calling the top of the market here, but I think short term, this is probably a pretty good spot to sell the Dow. It spiked up, it was blowing off, the volume was reasonable. So that would be something that we would consider in this neighborhood here. But I think there's a lot of underlying problems here. We just had, Corker, the senator from Tennessee, him and Trump are battling like 2-year-olds. But Flake from Arizona just resigned and really bashed the president. Now, the markets did not really react to that, but they may eventually start to react to what's going on here. I mean, this is getting a little bit scary with all these infighting that's going on. And of course, when you start getting guys resigning, that becomes yet another issue to think about. But the big story is simply the way that these stocks are now reacting to earnings. They are exploding massively. JP Morgan, new highs. The banks flying higher. Why? Well, because again, interest rates are going higher, they're going to be happier. So the story remains is we really have to observe this market looking for a better opportunity. I don't think that this was the overall opportunity that we'd be looking for. I think we'll probably get more of a defining moment later in the week when you see Amazon and Google report and Baidu. I think those are pretty key components here. But you're seeing some breakage in some and some charge ups in the others. But it does have a big feel to the 90s because, again, you just don't get these stocks going exploding in one way or the other, like they are right now. So, we're going to stay calm. We're going to stay relaxed. And we're going to stay more in the observation deck than anything else. I don't think there's anything really to get overly excited about on one side of the market or the other. I think that you're seeing markets that are really indecisive and that really are looking to go lower. Again, you can kind of see every time they push the button, people want to sell, but then the buyers come back in. So we've still got to buy the dip mentality. We're looking to see how this reacts. And the Dow took out a new high, so there's nothing to look at reaction there. And the Russell today was fairly moderate higher, but again, the Dow was the star, I guess we'll say, and everything else was just kind of a normal day. So let's see what it trades from here. Again, there's a lot going on, but there's really nothing to do right now. So let's focus on what's going on. And of course, this is Bubba's Daily Update. And make sure you check out the Patreon link, patreon.com/Bubba Trading if you want to help me keep the high school program going and help educate our youth of America. And don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every day on LibertyTalk.fm, 2 to 3 Eastern Time. This is Bubba's Daily Update. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same station. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you later. Bubba's Daily Update.